Hello, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to focus on a tech dilemma for small businesses. Should I outsource IT or should I hire? What conclusion will you come to by the end of this presentation? Well, let's find out. And so we're going to focus on a healthcare practice and the journey of one doctor who experienced that same dilemma. And we're going to see what challenges happened, how the doctor was able to overcome them, and how this doctor's experience will be able to help you to answer that question. So let us introduce you to our doctor. So I would like to introduce you to Dr. Sam. Now, this could be Samantha, Samuel, or Samuel. Today we're going to focus on Samantha, Dr. Sam, as she is affectionately called. Now, she loves what she does. She takes care of her patients, and they love her personable nature. They've been loyal to her, loyal patients throughout the years. The parents have come. Their kids have gone, their grandkids. In fact, many, even the young ones, they too want to become doctors because of their experience with Dr. Sam. You see, when the patients experience their visit with her, they understand the diagnosis. They know how to better take care of themselves. And they look forward to the next visit. Because they know each one, not only do they learn more about their health, how to improve it, but they enjoy their relationship, their friendship with Dr. Sam. In fact, if you got to meet her, you would likely feel the same way. But something that Dr. Samantha realized, which many small business owners realize as well, is that technology makes them more efficient. They're able to do things with the advancement in technology that they couldn't do before. And so as a business owner, you know what it's like. To be able to love what you do and to be good at it. But the reality, Dr. Sam realized that she couldn't care for everything. She couldn't care for the more important things of her business due to being tech support. At times removing viruses, updating the patient application database, vendor support, working on diagnostic equipment. Technology was making her more efficient, but it was also becoming a drain. But then there came the moment of despair for Dr. Sam. You see, she was having the normal day until the patient database went down. There was an error, and the whole practice was at a standstill. They didn't have access to any of the diagnostics reports from the patients. The techs had done all they could. The reports were there. They couldn't access them. They did have information on paper, what had been printed out, but now there was no access to a previous patient visit history. And so she could not make the proper diagnosis without having all the information. And so there was some frustration. Dr. Sam needed to figure out what to do. You see, because they were having some SQL database errors. And so there was the moment. Dr. Sam realized that there was someone, there was the technician who was related to the other doctor that she had been working with. Well, they got in touch with this technician, and the technician says, you know what, that's out of my area of expertise. There's nothing I can do about it. Now what? So they call the vendor. And the vendor tells them, well, we're sorry, that's out of our scope of work. You need to get your IT support to care for that issue. And if they can't, well then, we do have information on our site on how to restore from a backup. Oh, what would she do now? There was no help from the technician that helped them in the very beginning. The vendor couldn't help. Have you ever been in a situation like that as a small business owner, where something happened and the person, the friend, or the family, or someone, they helped you, and now it's out of their scope? It could be anything. Equipment down, server crashed. Maybe it's ransomware or malware outbreak. Whatever the case, who would they call? Well, Dr. Sam realized there was no choice. At this point, something has to be done. Something has to be done. And so she had no choice but to reschedule the majority of the patients and begin to address the problem. They could use paper for the ones that were still there, write things down and enter it later. But then Dr. Sam realized, I've never restored anything from the backup. I don't really even know how to do that. Well, then the office manager realized that along with the doctor, either way, we just have to do something. It's time to just stop talking and just begin doing something. And so they began. Patients were rescheduled, and they focused on those that they could care for without technology. Did what they could, got the office cleared, and then the office manager, she realized something. There was a technician, Jerry, who used to take care of the IT support at the other doctor's office that she worked for. Well, she gives Jerry a call, told Jerry about the error, and this technician, Jerry, he thought, wow, well, that's bad. And if that error cannot be repaired, then you stand to have to restore from the backup. Well, once they understood what was at stake, Jerry was able to go in and take a look at the situation. And the worst part, Jerry realized that the backup had stopped working well over a year ago. Well, they had attempted to go each day, but they failed every day. And so Dr. Sam was informed. And now realizing that either way, we have no choice. We need to attempt it. And if not, then I guess we start from the beginning. Has that ever happened with you? And maybe you realize you're at this point, well, I have to do something. But you realize that I don't even know how to restore from a backup. I know I have this solution in place. Maybe it's backups, maybe it's antivirus, and you wonder, how come it didn't catch whatever is going around? And then you realize that it's time to get some help. Well, Jerry was able to help Dr. Sam, and they were able to get that database repaired, get the backups working again. Whew. Now, what had started off as a bad day, now there was light at the end of the tunnel. You see, now they didn't have to worry about the backup that was broken. Now they was able to get that fixed. They didn't have to worry about restoring because there was nothing to restore. A fresh backup was now started. And now the doctor is able to move forward with more peace of mind. In fact, now there were thoughts. Is that the most efficient way for us to restore our current backup solution? She wondered. But that was something they couldn't worry about now, because now it was just time to get back right, to make sure that everyone was able to work. And because of the stellar tech support by Jerry, the practice was able to get back on their feet and moving forward. And so before Jerry left, he asked Dr. Sam, who takes care of your IT support? And she said, you do now. And so after a decade or more of their partnership, the doctor was able to grow and expand the practice, adding doctors, adding employees, bigger space. You see, technology and computer support and security, it wasn't a cost center, that was an investment. The doctor was now able to spend more time within the business, training, growing, and learning to outsource other areas, so that now the business would be able to grow. And now the employees and others experience the benefits. Now there were more patients, they got to know more doctors, and they were having similar experiences, all because of the wise decision made by Dr. Sam. Is that how you view IT support and security? Is it an investment or a cost center to you? Is it possible that outsourcing your IT could allow you the proper opportunity to consult, to grow, to expand the business, allowing technology to make you efficient and not wear you out? That's the result when you begin to consider the costs involved with outsourcing or hiring. When you hire, well, you have to worry about what are the technologies that you want. How do you train on the proper technologies? How do you outsource to get the right talent? How much will you pay? What will be the salary? How about paying for continuing education? It goes on and on. And so reality, many times hiring can be too expensive for small businesses. Dr. Sam realized that. There were others that would come, outsource IT, that would be less expensive. But when Dr. Sam kept looking back on the results through the years, it wasn't going to be worth the risk. You see, outsourcing brings with it all these pieces together in a package: the technology, the talent, salaries covered, continuing education. The outsourced company takes care of it. Now there's a partnership that allows you to consult with one another. You're still in control, but now you have someone to run ideas off of. You have someone to talk to when it comes to security in your business, the best technologies to use, ways to save money, how to really use that investment. Smart business owners, they don't view IT and security as a cost center, but as an investment. And so perhaps, like Dr. Sam, you too will be able to find the answer to that question, that age-old dilemma for your practice, for your small business. Will you outsource your IT, or will you hire? That's the question only that you can answer. It worked for Dr. Sam. in her practice. What will work for you in your business? Would it be wise for you to get outsourced IT assistance for your technology and security needs? Would allow you to better consult, to better grow? Perhaps. If you do, perhaps you too will come across a technician like Jerry, or Jerry himself. Hopefully you were able to answer your question. But if you're looking for outsourced IT, give us a call at Select Secure Solutions. Perhaps you too will experience what Dr. Sam did. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for future adventures from Dr. Sam and others. Till the next time.